Gotta fight the fight you didn't dare to fight last time, motherfucker. You're addicted to your life. You gotta fight.
All right, coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight showdown. Well, this guy has truly made the takedown a thing of beauty in mixed martial arts. With respect to yourself and George St. Pierre and the truly great takedown artists, this guy's closing the gap and entering that company in the eyes of many.
Oh, absolutely, because he's done such a great job of timing takedowns. I haven't seen anyone so good at slipping a jab into a takedown since George St. Pierre.
Right.
He does a phenomenal job of getting from step 1 to step 2 before his opponent even realizes now he's in on my leg. And if they do get their hips back, immediately he's up into a foot sweep or a headlock or an inside trip. It's just so many different ways for him to get you to the floor that he will throw every single one at you every single time.
And a lot of fighters talk about that wrestling maintenance and how hard it is, right, over the course of a career to continue to drill those things. He talks a lot about that, and that's why he's continued to realize success here in the UFC. Well, you can argue this is the most influential martial artist of all time, the great Bruce Lee, making his walk to the octagon here tonight, champ.
Everybody wants to be Bruce Lee. They say they want to be like Mike. If you're a fighter, you want it to be like Bruce Lee. You want it to be that fast. You want it to be that charismatic. You want it to have an ability to just freeze your opponents. Your speed, your movement, just the diversity in the attacks that you can give your opponents would just confuse people. I mean, I watched him beat a 7-foot Kareem Abdul-Jabbar to stay undefeated.
Right.
If you could do that, you could do anything.
I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Bruce Lee in a nutshell.
Just so wise.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a boxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 231 pounds. Fighting out of Phuket, Thailand, the Cobra. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California, Bruce the Dragon Lee.
You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves, let's make it official.
Ready. Ready to fight?
All right, crowd getting excited as this fight gets underway, and you hate to call any fighter on this UFC roster a specialist, but on one side, you have a definite striker taking on a true 5-tool.
And you see a guy in the striker who knows exactly who he is. He knows where the fight needs to be. He knows what he has to do in order to be successful. Let's see if he can keep his opponent off of this. What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish his fight.
Another to take advantage. Nicely done.
Ah, that jab hurt him.
Single collar tie now. Oh, and he lands a punch there. Good connection by him on that.
Great connect, so fast, so accurate. And watch the ability to land from anywhere.
Nice liver shot lands. Oh! Under 3 minutes now to go in what has been a very fast-paced opening round here. Oh, straight right.
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
Looked like he might have landed there. Instead, a swing and a miss by Lee. All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie.
Nice punch lands over the top. Nice stick with the right hand. Ooh, what a head kick.
Oh, that's a pretty filthy combination there by Lee.
Nice stick with the right hand.
Pretty nice knee there, DC.
Great job finding the opportunity to land that strike.
Well, he keeps going back to the well with that left hand, just out of range.
Look at the turtle in that kick.
Oh. We got to fight, folks.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range. I mean, he's cutting him down to size with these beautiful leg kicks.
And he lands that side kick. Final seconds. Oh, that straight punch knocked his head in the wrong direction.
Really putting his opponent on notice.
Let's get this together. Listen, you're down right now. I need you to work hard. I need you to dig deep. You got to go out there and show these.
All right, so a big knockdown for him, courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's a replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well, but when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed that the power is not equal, and if he can land, he does have the ability to damage it.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with round two. Oh, nice job to land the straight punch there. Must be nice to have that kind of reach advantage, DC. I know you can't necessarily relate.
Now look at him jumping in to try to get the finish.
Back to the feet. Going orthodox now. All right, so he's landed some good shots. You hate to be overly critical, but nothing really in terms of combinations tonight.
Well, the jab has been looking great. How about jab, jab, right hand?
Right.
Because eventually you're going to have to put something on your opponent that's going to really make him pause. I believe the jab has been working so well, if he drops a big right hand after it, he may be able to finish his fight. He's very tricky when he throws that body kick.
Able to check the high kick. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here.
If your opponent has you in the clinch, pulling down on your head, landing punch after punch, you have got to clear that collar tie. Oh!
He's got hurt here. Gets up again here, but hurting. Ooh, and he caught the kick. And they separate. Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round one. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here, and as a result, he has taken control of this second round.
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad now. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now. Oh, got him! He got it!
All right, well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Now maybe trying to get to a choke position here, DC. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Back mount now. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Well, these are some excellent ground and pound strikes here, DC. There's an efficiency with which he operates in these situations.
He knows exactly when to throw, exactly when to hold, and it's allowing him to really control the grappling.
Oh, pretty good entry there, and he gets the fight to his wheelhouse on the ground.
Beautiful takedown into the full guard. Look for him to posture and use ground and pound to open up submission opportunities.
20 seconds to go.
Nice kick. Ooh, head kick lands and he's hurt.
All right, round 3 coming up next. All right, DC, let's look at some of the highlights from the last round. Lot for the replay guys to choose from.
Yeah, man, these guys stood on a quarter in the middle of the octagon. Take one to give one. Over and over, each guy landed, and they both landed very well over the course of that first round.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Wow, huge head kick. Well, just as he did in the previous round, he continues to connect on a high volume of strikes. And a good sign, too, doesn't seem to be slowing down whatsoever. Whoa! He's out!
Unbelievable. What a fight.
Yeah, that right there is a high-level knockout, ladies and gentlemen. Crowd absolutely loving it. Just a perfect shot to end the fight. Landed flush. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming. So a huge, huge win for that young fighter here tonight. All right, DC, no telestrator tonight, but we're going to get you some highlights from this one. This was a fight that had it all, and for my money, his best performance to date.
His best performance to date in the biggest moment. In the biggest moments, you got to show up. And that's exactly what he did tonight. He used every bit of his skill to get the job done.
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 21 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout, the Cobra!
So the celebration is on with him and his team, and rightfully so. A monumental result tonight as he gets the win by knockout.
He spoke it into existence. He said over and over to anyone that'll listen, I am going to knock this man out. He did it in an even more impressive fashion than you ever could have imagined.